Guy, in this country, nobody rates you if you're broke. Morals don't feed anybody. You either make it or fake it. Those were Tolu's words, the beginning of Daniel Okoye's fall, and eventually, his rise. Daniel was just 22. Smart, ambitious, top of his class at a university in Lagos. He had dreams, big ones. He wanted to become a software developer, lift his mother out of poverty, and build a future worth bragging about. But life doesn't always reward hard work, not when you're poor, fatherless, and surrounded by pressure. His mother was struggling to feed herself, let alone pay school fees or hospital bills. And the world wasn't exactly patient with people like Daniel. So when his roommate, Tolu, introduced him to online fraud, known as Yahoo, Daniel hesitated, but not for long. Just one job. That was the promise. But that one job turned into a lifestyle. New clothes. Flashy phones. Respect. The same lecturers who once ignored him now smiled. Girls who never looked twice now called him a boss. He felt alive. Until the day everything fell apart. A client he was chatting with turned out to be part of a cybercrime investigation. Within hours, Daniel was arrested. His name was plastered all over the internet. Humiliation followed. His school expelled him. His mother collapsed from the shock. His friends. Gone. Just like that. Daniel was sentenced to 1 year in prison. That 1 year would change everything. In prison, surrounded by hardened criminals and drowning in regret, Daniel met Mr. Ode. A quiet man in his 50s, Mr. Ode wasn't like the others. He had once made mistakes too, but he carried peace, wisdom, and hope. You are not the sum of your worst choices, he told Daniel. But you must decide who you want to be when no one is watching. Slowly, Daniel opened up. He joined Mr. Ade's Bible study group. He cried. He reflected. He forgave himself. And he started learning again, using scraps of time and borrowed devices to study coding, read books, and dream again. When he finally walked out of that prison gate, the world welcomed him with silence. No job. No money. No support. But Daniel had changed. He swept church floors. Slept in compounds. Used public computers to build projects. Then one day, someone noticed, a youth pastor. That pastor gave him a chance to volunteer at a tech outreach program for street kids. That was the beginning of Code Again, Daniel's initiative to teach tech skills to troubled youths like he once was. 2 years later, he's a mentor, a public speaker, and a symbol of redemption. And one day, as he stood before a classroom of teenagers, he wrote on the board. Redemption is not about forgetting the past. It's about using it to fuel your purpose. Moral of the story. No one is too far gone. Your past may explain you, but it doesn't define you. Even in your lowest moments, change is possible. Because sometimes, the ones who fall the hardest, rise the highest.